Yes. Good morning, students. So today in class 6, chapter number 5, understanding elementary shapes. First topic we will discuss measuring line segments. So how to measure the line segments? Suppose this is a line segment. And this is also a line segment. So to find the actual length, we need to measure line segments. So to find the actual length, we need to find measurement of this line segment. So before first when there is no ruler scale, you can say ruler, the pupils see only and observe it, how they measure, how they compare. So first, comparing by observation. Comparing by observation means they see only by eyes and they compare without any device. Okay, so we cannot compare these two line segments because they are looking same. If somehow they are small, then this is big and this is small. But we cannot take decision about these two lines. So we need to next method. So by comparison we cannot find actual length. First thing, we cannot compare each time the given line length. Now we will use second method, comparison by tracing. In comparison by tracing, we use a tracing paper. We use comparison by tracing. Comparison by tracing. So in comparison by tracing, we require some different diagram. We require a tracing paper. Tracing paper means a transparent paper. It may be a plastic paper, it may be a simple paper. So it should be a transparent. So this is a line segment AB and this is CD. So we have to compare these two line segments, which is bigger and which is small. So we require a tracing paper. So we use the tracing paper and we mark the points and we compare the line segment. Okay. So this is big and this is small. When you put a transparent paper on this and you will confirm the line, mark the points, ending point is starting point, and then you can compare the other line segment, and then you can compare it is smaller or bigger. So by tracing paper, you can easily compare two line segments, right? But by tracing in this method, again we cannot find the actual length. So we require next method. So we will use ruler and comparison by ruler and compass. Divider by divider. So first of all, you have to see the ruler. You know everyone, this is a ruler, which in a normal language we have said scale, but it is a ruler. Mathematical name is ruler. Spelling is R-U-L-E-R. Okay. And now we use this one. This is called divider. This is divider, and this is a compass. So now we will use divider. So divider and ruler. Both the help of divider and ruler, we will compare the given line segments, right? So first of all, we make a line segment. Suppose this is the line segment. Now we will compare these line segments by divider. First we put the one end points and one hand. This is called hands. We put the hand on A and B point, and we adjust the divider. You can see. So we adjust the divider. Now you can put the divider on first C point and D point. So you can see this is just little bit more. So AB is smaller and CD is bigger. Now in this one we have to find actual measurement. So we can find the actual measurement. Suppose we want to find the measurement of this line segment. Okay. So first we put this one like this. Okay. Now on ruler we put this one and we measure the line segment. You can see like this. So this is 8.1. So this is 8.1 inch. Okay. So by this divider and ruler, not only you can compare the given line segment, we can find the actual length. So this method, third method, is best method for comparison and to find the actual length. So we can compare, we can find actual length. So this is the best method to find the actual length and to compare the given line segment. I think you understood how to compare the two line segments by three methods, but we can see the third method is very important and very useful. Okay. Now there are some questions in your exercise 5.1. What is the disadvantage in comparing the line segment by mere observation? So we cannot find the actual measurement. Sometimes we can compare and sometimes we cannot compare. Second question, why is the better to use divider than a ruler while measuring the length of a line segment? Yes, this is very important. Simply you can measure these line segments like this, but whenever you see the end points, it is just mere mistakes. So we use divider to measure the actual length of the given line segments. We can find end point, starting point very easily because the hands are sharp. Third question, draw any line segments. These questions you will do. And now we are coming to the next topic, angles, which is right angle and straight angle. So next topic is angles. You know what is the angle? You can see the best example of angle like this. This is the angle. Okay. So in this one, we first read about the right angle. First is right angle. Okay. Now you have to think about why the name of this angle is 90 degree. 90 degree angle is called the right angle. This is 90 degree. Okay. Why the name of this angle is 90 degree? Okay. So you see, this is the sign of right. And you can see here is 90 degree. So the name of this angle is 90 degree. Okay. So you can observe your surrounding. There are so many right angles. You can see in your ruler also a 90 degree angle. Your duster is also a 90 degree angle. Okay. And You can make the 90-degree angle by this also. Yes, this is also a 90-degree angle. So there are so many things, so many objects around us in which you can find easily 90-degree angle. Now we will understand about the straight angle. What is the mean by straight angle? Straight angle. In straight angle, this is the angle AOB, which is a straight angle, and a straight angle is 180 degree. Straight angle is 180 degree. Now you can see I am making the straight angle by this. This is 0 degree, okay? This is 90 degree. Now if I open it more and it make a straight line, you can see this is making a straight line. So it is this angle is 180 degree, okay? So 90 degree angle is called right angle, right? And 180 degree is called straight angle. So 90 degree is called right angle and 180 degree is called straight angle. Now we will understand this concept of both the angles in form of directions. Okay, so you can see here. You know little more about the directions: north, south, east, west. Yeah. This is east, west, north, south, and this is the origin. Yes. Now we will read about the 4 directions. Okay. So 4 directions you can see here, and the angle between the east and north is 90 degree. Okay. And this is also 90 degree. This is also 90 degree. And this is also 90 degree. All these are 4 right angles. And complete 360 degree. Now you can see here how many rotation. So this is a 1/4. This is for here 1/4. Okay, and 1 right angle. What do you say? 1 right angle. And if you see this one, complete this one. So this is half rotation. Okay, and how many right angle? 2. So this is 2 right angles. Now if you come 3, so this is 3/4 rotation, or 1, 2, 3 right angles. Right? Only 1/4 rotation, 1/4 rotation, or 1 right angle. Simple. And this is complete half rotation. This is half. You can say 2/4 also. If you want to say 2/4, this is also right. 2 right angles. How many right angles? 2 right angles in 180 degree. So when you go north to south, how many rotation? Half rotation, or 2/4. Or in form of right angle, how many right angle? 2. 1, 2. Right? And if you are going from north to west, then how many? 3/4 rotation or 3 right angles. Right? And complete. If you can go complete, then how many rotation? 1 rotation. Complete complete means 1 rotation. Or you can say 4 right angles. 4 right angles. So I think you understand rotations, number of angles in the when you move the directions from north to east, one by 4 rotation, one right angle. When you move north to south, half rotation. It is not compulsory that you move from north. You can start from any direction. Suppose you are going from east to, so you can just you have to count the number of 90-degree angles. 190 degree, 1 by 4 rotation, 290 degree, 2 by 4 rotation, 390 degree, 3 by 4 rotation, and 490 degree, complete one rotation. Right? So we have covered this one. Now we will understand about the acute angle and obtuse angle. Third is acute angle. For acute angles, you have seen in playground there are a slope. In playground you have seen the slope. This is the ladder and this is a slope and this is acute angle. Okay. So in acute angle, first of all, always remember acute angle is 0 to 89 degree, or you can say less than 90 degree. Less than 90 degree. So you have to remember this thing, that acute angle always less than 90 degree. You know 90 degree? Okay, let's see here. This is a 90 degree angle. So this is acute angle, this is also acute angle, this is also acute angle. Okay, is this acute angle? No, it is more than 90 degrees, so it is not acute angle, right? It is acute angle? Yes, it is acute angle. So I think you understand about the acute angles, right? Okay. So can you think about when you open the books, when you not completely open the books, less than 90 degree, it is the acute angle. When you are playing in the ground, you observe, when you are opening the geometry box, you can see the acute angles, right? Now we will complete about the obtuse angle. What does it mean by obtuse angle? Fourth is obtuse angles. Yes. So, yeah, we will make these different diagrams. So you can see this is the acute angle. Why? Because this is more than 90 degree. Now I am showing you obtuse angle. First of all, you have to see. Okay, this is 90 degree angle, right? And this is 180 degree angle. So more than 90 degree angle. This is more than 90 degree angle. So this is obtuse angle. This is obtuse angle because this is also more than 90 degree angle. You can see. Okay, so this is a more than 90 degree angle, this is 90 and this is more than 90 degree angle. So these all angles are obtuse angles. So what you have to remember, obtuse angle more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. So you have to remember these things. So this is, so here these all angles are obtuse angle. Obtuse angles. Okay, starting from here. This is 0 degree. So here obtuse angle. It is a more than 90 degree. Clear? So now we have covered about the acute angles and obtuse angles. Let's be understand by a watch also. This is a watch 12, 6, 3, 9, and this is the center point. So can you tell me when minute hand is like this 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay. So when this hand is moved and it comes on 5, starting from 12, so which angle will form here? Okay, you can see this is 90 degree angle and this is more than 90, so it is a obtuse angle. So whenever you see in the watch, okay, on the wall, you can see the different types of angles. After this, we will learn how to measure the angles, and this is a very important topic. Okay, so we will learn about how to measure the angles. Okay, can you tell me the device name in our geometry box which is used for measuring the angles? Yes, this is a protractor. Okay, so now we will learn about how to measure the line angles. So can you tell me the name of this instrument? Which is protractor. Okay, so this protractor is used to measure the different types of angle. So first of all, we make an angle here. Okay, I am writing a topic, measure in angles. Okay. So first of all, I am making a different types of angle here. These angles we will measure here. So first you have to put the middle knob, this one, on here, and now you see there both sides are 0 and both sides are 180. So start from 0. Start from 0. So 0 is here, line is this side, so we see 0 degree here. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Okay, this is a 58 degree. 58 degree. Now you see here, again line is this side, so we start from 0. Don't see direct, okay, here. It is, here are two numbers. If you see direct, you will get wrong answer. So start from 0 and put the protractor properly. This line should be in formal. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, and this is 125. This is 125 degree. Now you will see, I will measure this one. Don't put like this or here like this. Put properly. Okay, line, now this side line, there is no line. So we see the 0 on here, this side. Don't see this side. There is no line. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 and 130, sorry 125. This is 120, 125, 126. So this is 126. So you can measure the angles very easily. You have to remember two things. First, if the line is this side, you see the 0 here. Okay, and always start 0 degree, from 0 degree. If line is this side, you will see 0 degree here and you will see the position of second line. Okay, so do practice for measuring the angles. Thank you.